and gentlemen, from Art Daywall Gymnasium in Richland, it's tournament time. The Lamb Weston AAA East Championship. Frank Murray, along with Don Manili, has two teams that didn't expect to be in this position in a loser-out game. The Big Nine League champion Richland Bombers and the Greater Spokane League champion Mead Panthers come into tonight's game looking, trying to survive, I guess is the call, as both teams losing on Tuesday night. Richland losing 56-53 to Rogers, and Mead was losing 67-65 to Eisenhower in a late tip-in. And Don, this is it for one of these teams.
Yeah, like you said, this is just two great teams. Everybody, I was talking to coaches and people, and they all thought that these two teams would be meeting a winner's bracket. Unfortunately, one of these two teams are not going to have the opportunity to get over to Seattle, and they got a long ways to go even on winning this game. We got two teams here with very similar in terms of style. Both of them run a real motion passing game type offense. Both of them play real hard-nosed defense. And both teams are similar size-wise. Neither one has a real big type dominating post guy, but both have people inside that can score well. Teams coming off losses, I think that's a real big key. You know, as much as you'd like to think kids can come out and play, I think losses really affect kids. And I think it's real important for each team to get out of the chute. And I think it's going to be critical to see which team comes out and can execute and maybe get a lead.
Okay, we're going to be back with more. We're going to be back with more on the pregame show after we take this 60-second timeout from the Lamb Western Regionals in Richland.
The law firm of Shea, Couple & Klaschke is proud to help bring local coverage of high school sports on KONA. He recognizes that preparation, hard work, and good judgment are the keys to success on the playing field, in the classroom, and in the practice of law. Shea, Couple & Klaschke is located just 2 blocks south of the CBC campus, and for more than 20 years has been serving the legal needs of the injured. Supporting local high school sports coverage on KONA, the law firm of Shea, Couple & Klaschke, 545-8531.
Hello from Rudy Rice, Rice's Carpetland, Richland, 285 Williams. Hey, we've been observing...
Back here, Frank Murray and Don Manili from Art Daywall Gymnasium. The game prior to this was won by Lewis and Clark. Lewis and Clark eliminated Central Valley by a score of 65-57. So they'll play the loser of Eisenhower-Rogers. That'll be tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. So Richland and Mead, and one of the things, Don, it seems to give Richland a lot of trouble is when teams can match their quickness, and Rogers is able to do that.
Yeah, I was able to get over and watch the second half of the Rogers game, and that was really apparent, as you said. Rogers just had tremendous athletic ability and tremendous quickness, and it really posed Richland a lot of problems. And tonight, you've got a team that is very similar to Richland, and Richland's got to be able to come out and execute. And when you get a team that is similar to you, it boils down to which team is able to execute and run their offense and get themselves quality shots. I think Richland's a lot more focused than they were against Rogers, and I think Mead, consequently, is exactly the same thing with them. I think you got Joe Smith or Jason Smith inside for Mead, tremendously active post player. It's going to be interesting to see if he can maybe neutralize Schultz or possibly get Schultz in foul trouble, or maybe Schultz can get him in foul trouble. But I think both of them are big keys to their games and big keys to their teams to be able to play well.
Bill Neal says that Schultz, he's had a talk with him in the last couple of weeks about the fact that he just cannot get in foul trouble. We noticed a big difference in the district championship game. He didn't get in foul trouble, and so they're hoping that obviously has got to be a key for Richland, because after him, they really don't have an effective offensive post player.
Yeah, you're right, and as he got in foul trouble early on, a lot of his fouls were not real smart fouls. They were like over-the-back fouls and reaching in on the post. And I think, as Coach Neal has said, I think he's played a lot smarter offensively and defensively, and has utilized those 5 fouls real well, and has been able to play within the scheme of things. And he didn't play very well, and at the end of that game, and I'm sure that's wearing on his mind. I'm sure he wants to come out here and have a good start, and I expect him to probably have a great game tonight.
Okay, now Richland has pulled out all the stops tonight. They're wearing the old warm-ups, the old green and gold striped warm-ups. They call them the clown warm-ups, and they've been kind of lucky in the past. What else is interesting is that Richland, to Phil Neal's knowledge, and of course he went to school here back in the 60s, has never played a game here when they sat on the visitor's side. But that is the way it is tonight because of the tournament situation. They're the visiting team, so it's unusual to see Richland to our left.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm sure it's a little bit unusual for their kids. I think they've got a tremendous advantage tonight being able to play on their home court, and even though they're sitting on the wrong end of the bench, I'm sure once they get out there and play, and it's going to be a lot more familiar surroundings to them than what they're used to. I got a chance to talk with the Mead coach, Coach Preston, a little bit, and he said he's going to try and put a little larger defensive guy on Robertson tonight to try and see if they can affect his shot a little bit, and it'll be interesting to see if that has any effect.
Okay, well, of course, Jim Preston, been around the Greater Spokane League for about 9 years now at Mead High School, and this is the team that captured the title outright this year. That actually won it by 2 games over Lewis and Clark, even though they were unable to beat the number 2 team in the GSL until we got last week into the district tournament. So we're just about set for the starting lineup, so we'll have them for you after this 30-second timeout from the Lamb Weston Regional.
Clancy's transfer.
Of course, after this one, Kamayakan and Pasco coming up. They're already filling in the seats for that winner's bracket game because the winner of that game qualifies for the state tournament. So we're just about set for the starting lineups for tonight's game. And let's take a look first for the visitors from Richland High School. And here's the starters for tonight's game. Starting at guards will be Mark Bone, a 5'11 senior. Bone is averaging 2.7 per game. Neil Robertson, a 5'8 junior. Robertson averaging 16.1 on the season. And Damian Ash, a 6'1 senior, averaging 9.2. Up front, Jeff Cahill, a 6'1 senior. He's averaging 5.9. And Doug Schultz, a 6'5 senior, averaging 16.3. And now for Mead, under head coach Jim Preston. He's starting Adam Morris, a 5'6 junior at the point. And he's made a change, as Don mentioned. Rich Nacarado, a 6'4 senior, will get the start at the other guard to try and control Neil Robertson. And then up front, Damian Long, the 6'2 junior. Jason Smith, a 6'3" and senior. And Jeff Pilkington, a 6'3" senior. Pilkington, injured early, averages nearly 7 a game. Long averages 13.5. Jason Smith, as Don has been saying, has been playing exceptional in the postseason. He averaged 16.9 a game during the regular season. During the playoffs, he's averaged 19.3. So he's having a heck of a postseason. He's extremely strong inside, even though he's not very big. He jumps well, has a great touch on the ball. So we'll be set for the opening tip-off. Richland and Mead coming up after this 30-second timeout.
Don, it is loud. They're usually in front of the flag. Yeah, it sounds like they're all over us.
Frank?
Yeah, go ahead.
We got a couple of scores for you here. Final in girls basketball. Central Valley downing Walla Walla 56-50 this afternoon. That's a final score in girls. Central Valley 56, Walla Walla 50. And CBC 59, Skagit Valley 67 is the score.
Okay.
Frank?
So the Lady Hawks are eliminated from the junior college tournament. And Central Valley Bears eliminate Walla Walla girls. Here we go. Richland in the traveling green uniforms on their home floor with the gold swirl. And Mead in the gold uniforms and blue trim. Jason Smith at 6'3.5. Doug Schultz at 6'5 will jump it up. The officials are Rob Palmer out of the Tri-Cities, Paul Cooley out of Spokane. And here we go. The tip controlled by Schultz in the backcourt. It comes to Cahill. Cahill to Robertson across the 10-second line. He gives the ball away to Schultz. Back to Robertson for a lay, and he missed it. The rebound by Damian Long of Mead. Out of the backcourt comes Long now. Up the right side with a pass to Pilkington on the wing, picked up by Cahill. Running Cutters away, coming toward the ball. Out front with it now is Nacarado, and we're going to get a foul called for Bone for hand checking.
We got Mead coming out, really playing a passing game offense, really moving the ball quickly, and people cutting and really screening hard.
First foul of the game. Pilkington to get it in at side court across the way. And it comes in, knocked away by Bone, but Smith got it. And bounce pass into the corner to Jason Smith, from Morris. Now on top to Pilkington. Pilkington fakes, shoots over Cahill. He hits. 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. Out of the backcourt comes Robertson for Richland. Robertson bounced pass to the wing to Schultz, picked up by Smith. Wants to take him one-on-one, goes by him for the lay-in, blocked from behind by Smith, but saved by Cahill. Out toward midcourt, the pass intercepted by Nacarado. One-on-one with Robertson, pull-up 12-footer off the back rim. The rebound by Pilkington, pump fakes from behind the board, swatted out of there. Morris gets it, shoots from the foul line and hits. Adam Morris got it. The little tiny guard picked it up. And they were going to pushing foul going the other way.
Schultz is limping,
Bone. Huh?
Schultz is limping.
I see. Schultz came down wrong, and he's limping. Bone out of the game. Spoor goes in, and Bone just picked up his second foul. And Schultz does not go out of the game. It's 4-0 Mead. 6:47 to go in the opening quarter. Adam Morris back the other way with wing right. It goes to Long. He shoots over Damian. Off the rim, no good, but Jason Smith is there. He puts it up over Schultz. Blocked by Schultz. The rebound tipped off. Taken by Ash. Ash for Richland across the 10-second band. Bounce pass to Robertson. Back to Damian for three. Bounces off. No good. The rebound hits the floor. We're going to get a held ball as Cahill just dove right into Nacarado. Out of bounds to Mead on the alternating possession.
Boy, both those teams coming up losses. These teams are fired up. They're really playing hard.
Richland hoping it's not an omen when Robertson missed that first lay-in there. Inbounds pass comes at the backcourt to Damian Long. Out of the backcourt he comes. Ash is with him. Bounce it off his foot. Ash and Sport dive in there, but Morris gets it. Bounce pass to Jason Smith for the lay-in. Good. Mead looking sharp. It's 6-0 Panthers. 6:06 remaining here in the first quarter. Robertson out of the backcourt here at Daywall Gymnasium. And he drives on Nacarado and then passes to Ash for a three from the left. He's short off the rim. Long rebound to Damian Long for Mead. Long baseball pass up the right side to Jason Smith. Wants to go into the middle against Cahill. He does. He horses it up. It bounces off. Ash tipped it out, headed out of bounds. Spoor saved it, but he was on the line. And it is Mead ball, and they've definitely got the upper hand early, Don.
Yeah, they really have. They got great team quickness, and Richland's having a hard time adjusting to it right now.
Inbounds pass comes into Morris, driving on Sport, falls down, but never lost the dribble, got back up with a dribble. Gives to Pilkington. On the block, it goes to Jason Smith. Fakes off Schultz. Nice reverse pivot. Shot checked by Schultz. He took it out of the air. So here come the Bombers, 2.5 minutes into the game, and they haven't scored yet. Robertson. Bounce pass into the corner to Schultz. Pops from 18, and it's short. The rebound fought for. Good job by Cahill. Wants to bring it back up. Nice shovel pass for Spoor's lay-in. No good. The rebound foul going to be coming up on Cahill.
Boy, Richland doing a lot of things right. They just can't get the ball in the hole. They're really frustrated out there right now. They just need to get a bucket to go down so they can just get themselves going.
5:15 remaining in the opening quarter. 6-0 Mead. In our Daywall Gym, inbounds pass knocked right back out by Spoor as Richland applies some full court man pressure here. Has not been but one sub in the game. Spoor for Bone. That's been it. Long gets it into the backcourt to Morris. Morris driving it up against Spoor. Makes it into the forecourt. The left-hander calls out the play. And comes to Long between the circles. Right wing it goes to to Nacarado. Back to Long. Scoop shot up, no good. Jason Smith follows it in.
Boy, Mead really hitting the offensive boards hard with a lot of good athletes.
Bill Neal's seen enough. Timeout, Bombers. 4:55 to go in the first, and the score. Mead 8, Richland 0.
Hi, this
Well, back here at Daywald, Frank Murray and Don Manili, and boy, Richland needs something to get him going here.
Yeah, offensively, it's kind of looked like their game plan was to try and put Schultz on the perimeter and try and beat Jason Smith off the dribble. Hasn't been able to get effective. I look for him maybe to get the ball back on the block now and get back into that bomber, put the ball inside of the block and to take it at him. But offensively, Mead's quickness has really been impressive.
No question about it. Okay. Full court pressure by the Panthers now as Ash looks to inbound it for Richland. And he lobs it into Spoor in traffic, but he pulled it down. Now sets himself, brings the dribble across the 10-second line with Morris in hot pursuit right with him. Spoor took it to the foul line, jumps it up. Check by Morris. Comes off to the Panthers. Great check by little Adam Morris. Pilkington up the right side. He wants to go all the way to the bank and dishes for the 10-footer Nacarado. Good. 10-0 Mead. Remember, these two teams met in the ECL last year with the same deal, except it was a winner's bracket. We get a palming call on John Spoor, and I tell you, the score was something like 17-2 Richland in the first couple of 3 minutes there. It's just a reverse now, and Phil Neal going to take another timeout right here. We'll take a 30-second break, be right back. Mead 10, Richland nothing. Offensively, we really haven't seen Neil Robertson yet, except for that one lay-in opportunity that he missed early on.
Yeah, now Coach Neil the last time tried to change and put Eric Spoor at the point and let Robertson come off some baseline screens. Adam Morris, the defensive point guard for Mead, is just in Spoor's face and wasn't unable to make a pass and ended up getting a turnover.
And here are the Panthers with the ball, leading 10-0. Nearing the midway point in the first quarter. Double high post. They give to Pilkington. Bounce pass to the wing to Morris. Morris driving on Robertson, then pulls up cross courts a pass to Nacarado. Richland looks like it's in a zone trap right now. No, they're matching up man-to-man. They are, but they're looking for the double teams. Out on top, Pilkington. Now under on the baseline for a quick jumper long, and he slides it off. But Pilkington crashes into the rebound, but he was on the line. Were they in a chasing man-to-man that time?
It looked like they tried to trap it initially, and then once they didn't get it, it looked like they went back and matched up man.
So the Bombers get it back. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 10-0 Mead. Spoor out of the backcourt up the right side. Morris giving him plenty of trouble. Spoor looking, goes high post. It was deflected away from Cahill. He ends up picking it up in the backcourt, and that's over and back.
Yeah, Morris just causing Spoor all kinds of difficulty. Can't put the ball into a position where he can make an angle pass.
The winner of this game plays the loser of the Kamiak and Pasco game tomorrow, and that'll be a loser-out affair. Here's Morris across the timeline, goes to Long along the baseline. Low post to Jason Smith. He turns, then dishes back outside to Pilkington. Horses it up from 8 off the glass. It won't go. Tipped around. Ash got it for Richland. Damian Ash across the 10-second line. Still 10-0. The Bombers still scoreless, 5.5. And Ash dribbled it off his foot, and it went into the backcourt for over and back.
Boy, Richland is just struggling, so right now it's become a mental thing with them right now, and they got to find a way to shake it off and play ball.
Still 10-0 Panthers, 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Down to Nacarado, looking low, got it to Jason Smith, 12 feet away on the baseline. Pitches it back outside to Pilkington now. Right of the lane, it goes to Long, got Ash off his feet, drives, horses up, deflected away. Got good help at Ash, and the ball ripped loose underneath a shot. Checked away by Schultz, but Long gets it. They're relentless of the Panthers. Cross courts a pass to Nacarado. Touch pass to Smith, who puts it up, and it does not go. But there's Pilkington with it. Richland wanted to foul. Cahill hit the deck. Pilkington into the corner to Long. Damian Long now. Lob pass underneath for a little alley-oop, no good by Nacarado. And finally, Schultz gets the rebound. And it's still no score for Richland with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Out of the backcourt, the Bombers. Robertson fakes and drives and got hit. Finally, they're going to call a foul. Been getting a little rough out there. Rob Palmer has the call, and it's going to be on Nacarado.
Boy, extremely physical, that last possession down court by Mead. Bodies flying all over the place.
Here comes a very good sub for Mead, a very good sixth man, Ralph Castaneda in, the 6'2", 2.5-inch junior. Ash to inbound. He brings it into Eric Buck, who's in there now. High post, it goes to Schultz inside to Cahill, who tried to put it up, and he got fouled. And the foul is going to go on Castaneda.
It's going to be interesting to see. Mead plays so hard and so much pressure all over the court. It'll be interesting to see how strong their bench is, because they just play relentless pressure all over the court, offensively and defensively.
Well, let's see if Richland could get on the board. Cahill who shoots 61% from the line, gets 2 free throws here. And getting set with the first one, it's up and good. And Richland, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, is finally on the board. It is 10-1 Mead. And I guess the good news is for the Bombers, Mead only has 10 points.
Yeah, that's true. They're only down 9. Looks like they're going to put a press on here.
Gale's second shot. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound. Damian ripped it away, but he lost it off himself to Castaneda. Into the front court, Damian Long fakes the 3, drives on Cahill, now backs away. Hands the ball to a new sub in there. That's Terry Donovan putting it up, no good. The rebound by Cahill. Bombers have it. He rips it up to Ash. Ash out of the backcourt up the right side. Ash on the wing, defense back. Ash goes baseline. He got shoved there by Long with the forearm, and Damian Long will draw his first foul. So Damian's guarding each other there.
Yeah, boy, Richland has really stepped up their defensive pressure in the half court. They've just, seems like they've got it in their mind right now that they're not going to lose this game by lack of effort.
Okay, Long goes out of the game. Matt Armitage comes in as 6'1" junior. Richland gets the ball in. Buck looking for Robertson. He's got it. Armitage is on Robertson now. Now top of the circle, it goes to Cahill. Now to Schultz on the wing. He shoots an 18-footer. It's off the back rim. Tipped around. Cahill kept it alive, but it's grabbed by Armitage for Mead. Armitage, Morris, Castaneda, Smith, and here's Morris down the lane for a lay-in, in and out. Tipped up, no good by Armitage, and the rebound cleared up the right side in front court. Buck, he fires a 3. Bang! 1:34 in the first. Richland finally gets a field goal. Out of the backcourt, Morris comes top of the circle with it. On the drive, pull-up jumper by Castaneda. It's off the back rim. Rebound. Cahill going to knock it out of bounds on the Bomber bench, but it did save a lay-in for the inside rebounder.
Well, that 3-point by Buck was big. That really just gave them a whole sense of meaning right now and purpose in what they're doing.
Schultz comes out of the game, and Andrew Coleman, the 6'5" sophomore, comes in. Out front with it now is Adam Morris around the right side. Morris with the dribble going, and he gets called for a 5-second count. Robertson had him closely guarded. I tell you, Mead's been on 10 for a long time.
Yeah, they really have. Richland's picked up their defensive pressure. Now they're causing Mead a lot of problems.
10-4 is the score. Robertson out of the backcourt, bounce pass to the wing right side to Ash. Underneath Coleman, getting manhandled. Ash, a pull-up jumper. It's off the rim. Coleman had the rebound. He lost it, and he gets in there for a held ball, and it's out to Richland on the alternating possession.
I think it's interesting to note here, Coach Neal taking Schultz out here late in this quarter just to kind of let him settle down and kind of take a look at the game. I'm sure he'll be right back in there at the quarter.
57 seconds to go. We're in the first quarter. Richland trails 10-4. Buck looking to get it in. His pass was intercepted underneath by Castaneda. Bad pass. Morris out of the bad court. Morris pulls up, goes high post for the jumper. Castaneda off the brim, no good. Robertson rebounds. Bombers in transition, 3-on-3. Buck right wing behind a pick for 3. Good, and he fouled. The foul is going to be on the man against the screen center. They just ran Cahill over. Suddenly it is 10-7. Morris just totally obliterated Cahill. He draws the foul.
Oh, here we go. What a great insertion of the lineup by Coach Neal. Eric Buck coming in here and just totally getting Richland back into this ballgame.
Buck makes it 10-7, and the Bombers will get the ball out of bounds now. 7 straight for Richland. We have 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Okay. In front of the Mead bench, the Bombers to throw in. Comes out on top to Cahill. Cahill hands it to Ash. Ash in the corner to Buck. He pops another 3. In and out. Ash got the rebound. Puts it up. It won't go. Smith got it for Mead. He clears it to Morris. Running up the left side with a one-hand pass. It goes to Armitage, who gets called for a walk.
Well, Mead's starting to get a little frustrated offensively themselves right now. Haven't been able to get a real good look at the basket.
27 seconds in the first quarter. The Bombers are back in the game. They didn't score a field goal till a minute 34 remained. But their defense has kept Mead in check here in the last 4 minutes. Robertson looking for Buck on the wing, can't get it there. 5-second count is on him. He got the pass away to Cahill. Cahill back to Neal. 12 seconds in the period. Now 10. Coleman's got it on the wing left side. Robertson wants it. 7 seconds. Andrew looking. He's still 5-4. Cahill corner from 18. Off the rim. The rebound underneath Armitage at the buzzer. The end of one. We take 60. It's Richland trailing. It's the Panthers 10 and the Bombers 7. Okay. Doug Hexam on stats tells us, Don, that Mead hasn't scored for the last 4 minutes and 37 seconds in this quarter.
A tremendous defense by Richland.
Start the second quarter. A lot of people back in the game. Damian Long back in. There's a ball knocked away by Robertson, but Mead keeps it. Knocked away by Ash. He steals, and he's fouled. He is fouled by Terry Donovan there. I believe it was Donovan. Yeah, it was. Donovan makes it the 15th foul on Mead. 10-7 as we start this second quarter. Mead is leading. They scored the first 10 points of the game. They haven't scored for nearly 5 minutes now.
And the momentum's really switched in this game. If Richland can score here, it's going to be big.
Into the backcourt comes the pass from midcourt to Ash on the inbounds play. Ash picked up by Damian Long. Pass to the wing. Robertson. He's open for the tray. Yes! Into the front court. Pass underneath to Jason Smith. Again, Schultz. We're going to get a walk on Schultz as he shoveled his feet. Jim Preston's looking out to Jason Smith saying, put the ball up. Mead's going to call a timeout. A quick timeout to start the second quarter. 7:31 now remaining here in the second quarter, and we take a 30-second break. Well, Don, quite the game, and the Bombers have really come back, and you got to say it's their defense that's done it.
Boy, they really have. They've come out here and really gotten after Mead and taken him out of it. I don't think Coach Preston liked what he's seen inside in the post. He knows that he's got to get offense out of Jason Smith, and he didn't want any part of that shot with Schultz behind him that time.
Buck, Ash, Robertson, Schultz, and Cahill. Long in there with Donovan, Pilkington, Smith. Schultz lost the pass down low. Smith hits the floor, but Cahill picked it up, missed the lay, and rebound Pilkington, and he's fouled by Cahill. That'll be 2 on Cahill. Bone is out of the game, but he has the other 2. So let's set that Pilkington, Smith, Donovan, Nacarado is in now, and Damian Long. That's the Mead lineup. Full court pressure by the Bombers. Comes in the backcourt to Nacarado, gives it back to Donovan. Donovan brings it up court. Right wing it goes to Long. Fakes the shot over Ash, passes outside. Good stab that time to get it by Pilkington. Brings it out top at the high post. Smith had it knocked loose from behind by Robertson. Stolen by Cahill. And the Bombers have it, trying to take their first lead of the game. The score tied at 10, a minute gone here in the second quarter. Robertson looks right and then comes left instead to Buck. Looking low to Schultz, got it into him, was tipped away by Smith, and nearly Pilkington got it before it went out of bounds.
Yeah, Schultz really wants the ball on the block right now. Richland's just been unable to get a real good passing angle to get it into him.
Schultz has been shut out. Has not scored here. We have a 6:47 to go in the second. Buck inbounds to Cahill at the mid-post. Looking, holds the ball, then goes to the dribble. Brings it out front to Robertson. Off a pick, shoots a 3, and it's short off the rim. Buck got it, Buck got it and lost it out of bounds. Phil Neal saying they got him on the arm. But Paul Cooley said no. The ball was tipped.
Well, the Richland official hasn't called much all night yet, or the Spokane official.
In the front court comes Adam Morris, who's back in the game now. Morris, between the circles, it goes to Pilkington. Now to Long. Long dribbles to the top of the circle, wants to take Buck one-on-one, does, pulls up on the block, forces it up, it won't go. Jason Smith the rebound, he comes up firing, misses, but got fouled. I think it's going to be on Cahill, and if that's it, that's 3 on Cahill, if that's who the call is again. That's exactly correct. And he's one guy who really, even though he seldom scores, he's a hard guy to sit. But Andrew Coleman, the sophomore, will have to come in to replace him.
Yeah, this is going to be a big test for Coleman. Boy, Mead is really big and athletic. This is going to be a big challenge for him.
So mark that, the third foul on Cahill with 6:17 to go in the second, and the score tied at 10. Jason Smith, an excellent free throw shooter, but he misses. 80% during the year, 77% since the playoffs started last week. But he misses the first one. Mead, 4:37 and a minute 43, whatever that adds up to. That's how long it's been, about 6 minutes since they've scored. Smith, the second one, good. With 6:17 to go in the second quarter. And entering the game, Ralph Castaneda back in, and Damian Long goes out for the Panthers. Buck to inbound in there with Robertson and Ash in the backcourt. Coleman and Schultz up front. All right. Neal across the 10-second line, picked up by Donovan. Left wing it goes to Ash, fakes the three, looks into Coleman. Now he drives the paint. Ash put it up on the move. Yes! Richland takes its first lead of the game, 12-11 with 6 minutes to go in the half. Morris out of the backcourt. Got it by Robertson. Comes to the wing right side. Bounce pass low to Smith. Works on Schultz. Nice move. Put it up on the reverse pivot. No good. He got his own board. Oh, he is relentless. Smith into the lane. Going to horse it up. Had a check from behind by Coleman. Got it back. He got it checked again, and it's out of bounds to Richland. I'll tell you. Jim Preston has a right to be upset now. Schultz got him on the arm. I saw him get him on the arm.
Yeah, I think they got him maybe every time, but that one time was real clear to everybody.
Anyway, the Bombers get it back. They lead by one. Robertson out of the backcourt. Chested up by Donovan. Spins by him to the foul line. Fakes, hits Ash in the corner. Here comes the triple. It is short off the rim. Rebound on the other side to Schultz. He powers it up and in. Out of the backcourt. Heading all the way to the hole is Pilkington. He put it up and in. Baseline to baseline that time. 14-13. Richland by one. 5:15 to go in the half. This is an elimination game. Robertson out of the backcourt by Donovan. Into the corner for a Schultz 19-footer in and out. The rebound by Pilkington for Mead. Here they come with a chance to take the lead back. Morris right down the middle he goes. Shoots a short one-hander. It's no good. Smith had it, lost it. He hits the floor. We got a foul coming up on Asher Smith. One of the two. It is on Smith. His first. 16 fouls on the Panthers.
I think that call really mystified Jim Preston, the coach of Mead. Out of all the contact that they're calling that one on Smith on the rebound.
Okay, Bomber ball, less than 5 minutes to go in the half. Richland 14, Mead 13. Robertson out of the backcourt, got it by Donovan, races to the left wing, got it corner to Buck, looks low, got it to Schultz. They double him there, out to Coleman at the foul line, takes the shot, got it. They got to have that shot from Coleman. Here's Smith in the corner from 15. Off the back rim. Coleman gets the rebound. Bombers by 3 with the ball. 4:33 in the half. Here's Eric Buck into the left corner. It goes to Ash. Ash with the dribble, leaves it off for Robertson out front. Got it by Donovan. Donovan up on him tight. Robertson trying to drive by. Shovels a pass for an 18-footer. Schultz good. Richland by 5. They're on an 18-3 run. Pilkington down the lane. Check from behind by Ash. Taken away by Robertson. And we get a travel called on Robertson. 4:06 to go in the half. And what a change of the complexion it's taken. And Mead calls for timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. Now 4:06 to go in the half. And the score now. Richland 18. Mead 13. Trying to add up here. That's 34. In the last 8 minutes and 3 seconds, Mead has scored 3 points. Richland, which was down 10-0, now leads 18-13.
Yeah, it was just a tremendous coaching job by Coach Neal and shows the character of the Richland team. They were struggling offensively. Instead of trying to figure it out offensively, they just reached down defensively and played harder. They've really been impressive on defense.
Which has forced Mead to call 2 timeouts. Smith on a reverse pass to Castaneda, makes the lane. Good job as Castaneda inbounded it, and Smith dumped it right back to him. And Ralph has his first hoop of the game. It's 18-15, Richland by 3. Ash into the forecourt, comes to the right hash, on top to Robertson. He's got Coleman at the high post, but he wants to come to the wing to Schultz, who breaks out there and comes the other way. Does Robertson with a bounce pass to Buck. Mid post to Coleman, driving on Castaneda, off the dribble, gives it behind him to Buck, forces up, rejected out of there by Castaneda. Morris got it, fell down, ball goes out of bounds. It's out to Richland. They doubled Morris after he got the ball.
Yeah, Doug Schultz trying to direct his players to bring the ball over to my side of the court. I want the ball on the block.
Castaneda cheating back from Coleman underneath to double on Schultz on the inbounds. Robertson from side court. finally lobs it way into the backcourt to Damian Ash. Ash with 3:34 to go in the half. Richland by 3. Left corner to Robertson. Had to jump to get it. Got it low to Schultz. Pump fakes. Puts it up. It doesn't go. He got fouled. And take your pick. There was 3 of them there. And the foul's on Castaneda. That's 2 on him.
Yeah, Richland's really difficult to defend right now when they get Schultz the ball on the block, because I'm sure the game plan with Mead is don't guard Cahill when it goes inside. Now they have Coleman at the high post, and he's shown his ability to hit that shot, and they got to play them both honest.
Schultz, 58% free throw shooter on the year. These 2 free throws here. First one is good. Richland, after Schultz is done here, will have shot 4 free throws so far in the first half. Mead 2, so they've called a pretty wide open game for the most part, in the sense they've let them play. And depending on which side of the clobber you're on, you like it or dislike it. 3:27 to go in the half. Richland with a 4-point lead, and Schultz with the shot. It is good. That matches the longest Richland lead of the game. It is 20-15. 3:25 in the half. Out of the backcourt, Damian Long. Long shovels it to Morris. Going to drive to the hoop. He puts a check from behind and out of bounds by Damian Ash.
Boy, Damian Ash really come up with some super defensive plays.
3:18 remaining. 20-15 in the second quarter. Into Long. Got Ash off his feet. Takes the dribble. Shoots over Ash. And good. A 3. No, it's a 2. He was on the line.
Well, Mead's best offense has been out of bounds plays. They'll just knock it off Richland out of bounds.
First hoop of the game for Long. Down the middle, Robertson tried to put it up. It was blocked. Taken away by Morris. He leads a pass. Donovan ahead of the pack, and he misses a lay-in. Tip no good. Rebound underneath. It's good. It won't count by Donovan. He was out of bounds and came back in to get it. Still 20-17 Richland.
I'm sure that layup brings back nightmares to Preston. They missed one against Eisenhower late in the game.
There's about 300 seats left in this place. Here's Ash with the dribble out of the backcourt. So we got about 4,500 on hand right now. Ash into the corner to Robertson, has the open triple. Off the back rim. Smith got the rebound for Mead. 20-17 Richland. Back the other way comes Adam Morris. He drives the paint into the lane and gets fouled. Well, he has done a great job of penetrating the lane.
Boy, he's really quick off the dribble. Richland ran a nice execution last time. They ran that double screen for Robertson. Really had a good look at the basket that time. One of the few times he's had a real good look at it.
Foul was on Robertson, his first. Inbounds pass underneath. Long up over Ash. Good. Oh, they love those out of bounds plays. Long's got about a 2 or 3 inch height advantage on Damian. 20-19, the 5-point lead is melted to 1. Buck has it in front court. Low to Coleman at the mid-post. Out on top to Schultz, left of the lane. At the elbow, takes the dribble to the top of the circle, gives to Buck, fires a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Coleman fights for it, gets a held ball. Great play by Andrew.
Boy, Andrew Coleman's really responded to the challenge of this intensity and came in here and played really well.
2:13 in the half. Richland 20, Mead 19. Loser out game. Box set around the paint. Comes into the corner to Schultz. Now on the wing left side to Buck. Back in the corner around to Stack came Robertson. Couldn't get the shot off. Loops it outside to Ash. Long comes to get him. Ash drives to the baseline. Inside his man. Jump hook. Air ball comes off on the other side to Morris. The littlest guy on the floor. He leads the break. 4-on-1. Finds Jason Smith for the lay-in. Nice job.
Boy, Mead has tremendous team quickness.
Mead's back in the lead with 6 straight. It's 21-20. 1:50 to go till intermission. Robertson back into the floor court. Top of the circle, it goes to Buck. Fakes the shot, drives on in, horses it up. It doesn't go. Jason Smith gets the rebound. Smith leaves it off for Morris. Adam Morris out of the backcourt up the right wing to Nacarado, and then it goes for a jump shot. Good by Long. And it's a 3-point lead with 1:25 to go. That is 8 straight points for the Panthers, who have not wilted away. Robertson into the forward court now. Comes to Buck, top of the circle. Low to Schultz. Working on Smith. They come to double him. He fakes. Jump hook. Rolls it in.
That's what Richland needs to do. Keep getting it low to Schultz.
1-point lead for Mead. Morris down the lane. He goes again. Puts it up, and Robertson hacked him. Neil Robertson gets his second, and that'll put Morris on the line, where he shoots 76% on the year. A lot of people leaning on those knees and tugging at the shorts right now. It's been a up and down game.
Really has. Mead has played a lot of players. They're a much better basketball team when Damian Long's in the game. He's just been tremendous offensive lift. He sat quite a while there when Richland went on that run. Richland stayed with Robertson and Ash almost the whole game. It'll be interesting to see what happens fatigue-wise in the second half.
Little left-handed Adam Morris. He's only 5'6", puts it up and in. He's a good free throw shooter. He shoots 76% on the year. Another one coming. Mead back in the lead by 2 with 1:06 to go in the half. All right. Morris getting set on the line. Here's the shot. Good. 25-22 Mead. Spoor out of the backcourt with 1:04 to go in the half. Spoor finds Schultz breaking out way out to the hash mark left side. Doug with a dribble to the top of the circle now. Pilkington's on him. As Jason Smith is out of the game. Nearly got a 5-second count on him. He got the pass away to Robertson just in time. 45 seconds in the half. Robertson on the drive and the dish to Buck. His man fell down. He shoots a 3 and it's off the rim again. He's gone stone cold. Rebound long. Up to Morris. Up the right side to Pilkington. Pilkington pulls up. Got Schultz off his feet. Horsed it up and it won't go off the board. Cleared by Coleman for Richland. 30 seconds to go and the Bombers may hold for 1 here.
One shot.
And you heard Phil right on cue.
1 shot.
23 seconds to go. Neil Robertson out front. Now 20. Now he gives it to Spoor. 25-22 in favor of the Panthers. Center circle it goes to Eric Buck. Clock is down to 10 seconds remaining in the half. Buck dribbles to the wing, following Robertson in the corner. 3, yes! 3 seconds to go. Inbounds pass to Morris. He shoots at 65 off the top of the backboard. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. Jim Qualheim will be our guest at halftime. The score at halftime is the Richland Bombers 25 and the Mead Panthers 25. Okay, back here, Frank Murray along with Don Manili, and at halftime, Richland and Mead tied at 25. Here's the first half stats. Mead was led by Jason Smith, 7 points, 6 for Damian Long, 4 each for Jeff Pilkington and Adam Morris, 2 each for Rich Nacarado and Ralph Castaneda. A total of 25. Richland led by the 8 points of Doug Schultz, all in the second quarter. Neil Robertson had 6, 2 3-pointers, all in the second quarter. Eric Buck had 2 3-pointers for 6. Those were in the first quarter. And a field goal each for 2 for Andrew Coleman and Damian Ash, 1 free throw for Jeff Cahill. Jason Smith pulled down 10 rebounds to go with his 7 points in that first half for Mead. Shooting, Richland 9 of 31 for 29%. Mead 11 of 41 for 27%. And from the three-point line, that was Richland hitting on 4 of 12, Mead hitting on 0 of 2. But listen to this. Mead had 28 rebounds, Don, to Richland's 18.
Yeah, they really pounded the boards really hard and did a real effective job on the glass. It was really a game of runs. Boy, Mead comes out, puts the first 10 points on the board, and then Richland comes rolling back, and Mead stays on 10 or 13 forever. And Richland goes up with the lead, and then they come back. I thought Eric Buck came in. What a tremendous lift he did when he came in the game. Hit some big threes for him, got him going. And then they finally got the ball down low to Doug Schultz. I believe Schultz really believes he can handle Jason Smith on the block. And Damian Long gave them a big lift when he came back in the game. Gave them a lot of offense. I think both teams playing really solid defense. I don't think either team, as a coach, is really pleased with their execution in the half court. I think they'd like to be able to get some better shots. It's going to be real interesting to see which team can hold up and endure the pressure that both teams are putting on each other here in the second half.
Remember, these are both league champions, and the loser was going to be eliminated from postseason play. The winner will play tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, and we don't know the site of that yet. If Richland wins, it could either be here or Pasco. If Mead wins, well, it could either be here or Pasco as well. So we'll have to wait till that second game tonight, because the winner of this game will play the loser of the next game between Kamiak and Pasco. So we're just about set to start the second half of play, and all tied at 25. These two teams did not meet during the regular season. Mead played both Pasco and Kamiakin. They beat Pasco. They lost to Kamiakin. And the second half, Richland will start John Spoor, Neil Robertson, Doug Schultz. Cahill with the 3 fouls is back in. He's the only one that got in foul trouble. Ash is the other starter. And it's the same 5. No. Yeah, Nacarado is starting. Nacarado, Pilkington, Smith, Long, and Morris.
Frank?
Yes.
Do you have time for a quick report from the game at Pasco High?
We're underway with the second half. Morris has it out between the circles. We'll go to that as soon as we can. All right, on top, Damian Long for a 3. Good.
Boy, he picked right up where he left off in that second quarter.
It's 28-25 in favor of the Panthers now. Out of the backcourt comes Robertson. Robertson dribbling right wing, and he gets a pushing foul called against Nacarado.
Well, I hope the referees call it a little closer. I thought that first half was way too physical for a basketball game to be played. Hopefully they talked a little bit about calling the fouls a little closer.
Robertson inbound, brings it out to Cahill, top of the circle. Cahill takes a couple of dribbles to the foul line. Now he looks for help, gives it behind him to Ash on the drive. He gets called for a walk.
And Richland trying to run a little special play there and got a little disorganized in where they were.
So Mead leading by 3 early here in the third quarter. Inbounds the ball to Pilkington across the 10-second line. Pilkington hits Smith in the corner. He's not looking to score right now. He wants to get rid of it. Brings it out front with the dribble and gives it up to Long. Got inside Ash all the way for the running one-hander. Good by Damian Long. 11 points for Long, 30-25 now. Mead out quickly here in this third quarter. They look to trap initially. Left corner to Ash. Fakes the 3 on the drive. Jump hook, no good. Rebound underneath. Ash lost it, but it went off Morris out of bounds. Bomber ball.
Yeah, Mead went with a little half-court man trap there, doubling the ball, and Richland, nice job of rotating the ball.
Ash comes out. Eric Buck is in. And Spoor to inbound. They run a little stack left of the lane. Spoor brings it into Buck in the corner. Looking low to Schultz. Got it to him. Working on Smith. Help comes, and Schultz puts it up and misses, but he got fouled. And if this goes on Jason Smith, it does. It's his second is all.
I think Richland really at their best when they can get the ball low to Schultz like that on the block. He's got a lot of moves. He lifts, he head fakes. Mead really left their feet a lot in the first half. I think he can put them in foul trouble.
Schultz 8 points in the game. He's made both of his free throws so far. And getting set. The shot good. Another one coming for Doug Schultz. It cuts the lead to 4 now. As Don mentioned, been a game of streaks here and so far in the game, and Mead came out and scored the first 5 of this third quarter. Schultz misses the second. The rebound taken by Pilkington for the Panthers. Up to Damian Long. He's out of the backcourt. Long going to bring it out on top. Got Pilkington at the high post. Can't pick his man off. Schultz knocks the ball loose. It's loose on the floor. Smith dives for it, and Adam Morris rips it up. He went over and back. But I'll tell you, what great determination and hustle by both teams. Jason Smith, I don't care if he's their center, he went diving on the floor.
Boy, both teams laying it all out right there. Tremendous hustle on both sides.
Bombers get it in the backcourt to Robertson. They trail by 4, 6:37 to go in the third. Robertson is guarded by Nacarado. Bounce pass to the wing to Buck. And he's looking low to Schultz, is being fronted. Finds Robertson on top. Looks corner to Spoor. Doesn't go there. Goes the other way to Schultz. Fires from 17. Good.
Schultz really finding his game now. Really in his good comfort zone offensively.
11 for Schultz. 30-28 Panthers. Morris into the forecourt. Adam Morris looking. Lobs it between the circles. Underneath, it goes to Long for a short jumper, short off the rim. His own man knocked it away from him on the rebound. Buck takes it, got trouble from behind, goes by a man. Looks, and now cross courts a pass to Robertson on the wing. Dribbles inside the three-point line. To Spoor, left corner Buck. He is wide open for a 3. Good. Richland takes the lead by 1, 31-30. And the ball knocked out of bounds in front court.
Boy, Adam Morris can push that ball so quick up the floor. He really hurts Richland when he takes it in the gap hard like that.
Stack left of the lane, lob into the middle to Pilkington, brings it down, puts it up good, and he got fouled. Pilkington puts the Panthers right back on top, and let's check the foul. It's on Buck.
Boy, Pilkington's a tremendous athlete. He's going to Eastern Washington on a full ride for football, and I don't think he's been out of the game in that first half. He's kind of their Iron Man out there.
Got 6 points. Didn't play early in the season, had a bad knee. Still wears a brace on that left knee. Makes the free throw, completes the three-point play, and Mead's back up by 2, 33-31. Spoor into the forecourt. Drives to the wing, gives it there to Schultz. He shoots and misses. The rebound, Adam Morris gets it. The little 5'6" left-hander out of the backcourt. Morris all the way to the foul line, then dishes to Long, fakes the long 3. Passes underneath to Smith, works on Schultz, works left, right, got him in the air, put it up over him, it wouldn't go. The rebound is knocked loose. Smith got it again, and he's going to get a foul called underneath, and this one's going to be on Cahill, and that's going to be 4 on Cahill.
I thought Coach Preston was going to get a technical foul there. The first time he went up, there was a little bit of maybe contact, and boy, he left his seat and was down the end of the bench trying to get a foul.
Here's Jason the Smith. Oh, No, he's going to call it on Buck. It's not going to go on Cahill. That's a break for Richland. 2 on Buck. So here's Jason Smith with 7 points, going to the line with 2. Mead is leading by 2, 33-31. We have 5:18 remaining in the third quarter. This loser-out game at the Lamb Western Regional Art Daywall Gym in Richland. And a crowd of about 4,500 on hand. The shot good on the first one.
Boy, as many times as they've taken the ball down inside to Smith, Schultz has yet to pick up a foul. I look for him to really get active defensively and maybe take some risks down there.
Smith with another one coming. Up with it. Good. 35-31, Mead. Spoor drives it by Morris into the forecourt. Between players, into the corner. He loops it to Robertson. Good by Neil Robertson. Richland goes back in front by 1. Third 3 of the game for Robertson. Morris into the forecourt. Baseball pass. Richland's in a trap. Underneath it goes to Pilkington. Lost it. Good job to get it back. On the wing. Cross court's a pass to Nacarado. To Morris at the foul line. Dishes on the wing. Now on the baseline to Long. Nice feed to Smith. Oh, he lost it on the way up, but it went in anyway.
Boy, great ball movement by Mead against that trapping zone.
37-34. Wait a minute. Is that right?
Yeah.
37-34 Richland. All right, left wing it goes to Buck. Buck lost the handle, stolen away, thrown into front court for Long. Long got around Robertson, puts it up off the glass, and it won't go. Cahill swings in for the rebound. 37-34 Richland. Where we had back-to-back threes by Buck and Robertson. 4:18 in the third. Robertson penetrates and dishes to Cahill. Or to Schultz for the jumper. In and out from 18. The rebound tipped to Jason Smith for Mead. 4:10 remaining. Out of the backcourt comes Smith. Pass underneath. Wide open for the lay-in, and missing was Nacarado. He shoved it up against the bottom part of the rim. Out of the backcourt comes Robertson. Richland gets a break. Buck, a long 3 off the rim short. The rebound. Cahill would have got it, but it hit twice. Pilkington timed it better, and he got the board. Out of the backcourt, Pilkington pass underneath to Smith. Can't handle it. Long saved it way out front to Morris. Great play by Damian Long. Left wing to Nacarado. Nacarado holds it over his head, comes to the dribble, brings it on top to Smith. And Smith drives the paint, and he's going to get fouled. There's going to be a reach foul. Richland was in a 1-2-2 that time, weren't they?
Yeah, they went to that zone trap last time down the court, and this time went to a 1-2-2 straight zone.
Buck just picked up his third, and are we going to get a timeout? Apparently we are. Timeout on the court, 3:37 remaining in the third. We'll take a 30-second break. Richland 37, Mead 34. By the scoreboard here, it is Mead 37, Richland 34. Mead is the home team.
Yeah, it's kind of different looking up there and seeing the home team and not recognizing that being Richland here.
Richland took that timeout. The Bombers now have only 1 timeout remaining. 3:37 left in the third, and Mead will have the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Coach Neal's trying to find a defense that can really change the tempo a little bit with Mead. They're really executing well offensively in a good flow, and he's trying to find a way to disrupt them a little bit and maybe create some points for them offensively off their defense.
It's interesting. Castaneda comes in now. Jason Smith gets a breather for Mead. Long to inbound, lobs it in the paint, got it to Castaneda, put it up, and oh, he missed it. But Long comes in, gets the rebound, missed the lay-in. Rebound by Schultz. He clears it to Robertson. Neal up the left side in front court to Buck. Long out on him, can't get the 3. Low to Cahill. They come to double it. Right back to Buck for the lay-in.
Oh, pretty pass by Cahill in the.
All right, out of the backcourt with it comes Morris. He pulls up over the 10-second line, loops a pass cross court. It goes to Donovan, who's back in. Now to Pilkington, steps around Cahill, horses it up, and it won't go. Rebound, Pilkington, good. Pilkington gives the Panthers a 3-point lead again. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Robertson out of the backcourt. Neal right wing, it goes to Buck. Fakes the 3. Wants it to go low to Schultz. Pilkington fronting him, though, and they're getting weak side help. So Cahill gets it, and he drives, puts it up, no good, but he gets fouled, and the foul's going to be on Pilkington.
Richland trying to go down inside low to Schultz. Mead doing a great job of fronting the post in there. Had to reverse the ball back to Cahill. Super job of taking it to the hole. They're not guarding him because they're all concentrating on Schultz.
Cahill to the line for 2. He has 1 point in the game on 1 of 2 from the line as Ash comes back in and Eric Buck goes out. 2 shots for Cahill. Picked up his third. First shot is good. He picked up his third foul with 6:17 to go in the second. Was out the rest of the half. Now brings the Bombers to within 2. 2:44 left in the third. Loser out of the tournament. The winner plays tomorrow afternoon. Cahill, second shot. It is no good. Rebound. Ash got away with a little push there. Finds Cahill at a mid-post, cross-court to Spohr, fakes the shot, drives baseline, going to put it up and get an offensive foul.
Yeah, that was one of those bang-bang plays. Looked like a Mead kid did have good defensive position and drew the charge.
2:38 in the third. Bombers still down 2. Mead gets the ball back. That is team foul. 1 on Spohr, team foul number 4 on Richland. Mead has 3. Here comes Richland with a zone press. Long ahead it goes to Donovan out of the backcourt. Trying to come out front now, wait for the traffic to fly by. He's used up the dribble. He needs help. Out front to Morris. Little Adam Morris bounces a pass into the corner to Long. Damien out front to Morris. Back to Long in the corner. Looks low. He got it down low to Castaneda. Works around Schultz for a reverse lay-in. No good. It's loose underneath. Cahill saved it. No, he didn't. He was out of bounds.
Boy, Mead's missed about 2 or 3 layups here in the last 3 or 4 possessions.
39-37 Panthers. Stack left in the lane. They got Donovan on the right side. And from underneath, Long will throw in. Waiting, lobs it in. Stolen by Cahill. Races out of the backcourt with a dribble. Feeds Robertson. Going to pop the 3 under pressure, and it's off the back rim. Schultz grabbed the rebound at the foul line. He finds Cahill underneath. Pump fakes, lays it up, got hammered. Cahill will be back to the line for 2 here. And the foul is on Castaneda, who now has 3. So Cahill, who's 2 out of 4 to the line, back there for 2 now with the Bombers down 2.
Cahill's doing what he does best, getting offensive position anytime the ball's shot.
Okay. Cahill, the shot on the way, and that just barely draws the iron. Here comes Jason Smith back in, and Castaneda leaves. 2:03 remaining in the third. And Nacarado coming back in, and Morris leaves.
One of the things this zone has done for Richland is really taken Morris's penetration away. He's been passing the ball on the perimeter.
So it's Long, Nacarado, Donovan, Smith, and Pilkington. Here's the shot on the way. Cahill got this one. 39-38 Mead. And there's a 1-2-2 zone press again. Ash got trapped. Nice shovel pass up court to Pilkington. Corner to Smith. He goes into the baseline. Cahill steered him off. Good job. He hands it to Long. Brings it out in the corner with it to Donovan, and he's hammered by Ash. Too much power on that defense. That's 5 team fouls on Richland now. 1:48 to go in the third. Mead with the ball on a 1-point lead. Is Andrew Coleman going to come back in? And let's see who's going to go out. He likes to bring Schultz out near the end of a quarter here. And that's what he's doing. Coleman goes in. Schultz with 11 points. He has not committed a foul in the game. Inbounds pass comes in to Donovan. Richland stays with the zone. They leave Donovan alone. He fires a 3, and it's off the back rim, but there's a long rebound to Nacarado, who pumps from the baseline. It's an air ball. Damian Long nearly had it. Was lost out of bounds off Ash. And the Bombers are complaining that Long had Ash's leg wrapped up and was holding him.
And those shots by Mead were so ugly, Richland couldn't rebound them.
Nacarado inbounds pass. Good job, Pilkington. Take it away from Ash. Finds Donovan out on top to Long. He fires a 3 off the rim. That was a long 3. Great rebound by Spohr. Spohr, the dribble out of the backcourt. John Spohr right down the lane, lays it up and no good. Tip Cahill, no good. Long pass all the way to Pilkington ahead of the pack. He drives and makes the lay-in. Pilkington makes it 41-38. He's got 7 in this quarter. Spohr back into the forecourt. Finds Robertson. He lost the ball. It's stolen away by Nacarado. A minute to go in the third. And out of the backcourt, Donovan. High post, it goes to Pilkington. Pilkington down the lane, and we're going to get a blocking of the Bombers.
Boy, Pilkington's really athletic. They try and get him the ball there at the high. That 1-2-2 zone has an open spot in the middle. Once he gets it, he tries to get right. Richland having a hard time defending that right now.
Okay, that's the 16th foul on the Bombers. Robertson comes out for a breather with 54 seconds left. Morris in, Donovan in, Pilkington, Smith, and Long. That's the lineup in against to Jason Smith. Smith working on Coleman. He horses it up. He goes. It's a 5-point Mead lead with 40 seconds to go. 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. Buck into the corner. Ash fires a 3. It's off the rim. Cahill with another good rebound. Out to Spohr. He fires a 3 from the other corner and misses. And Jason Smith finally gets the rebound in the corner and shoots a pass. There's nobody back. Down to Pilkington. He lays it up and missed it. We're going to get a blocking foul on Cahill. Was there any contact there?
I'm not sure. I think the referee really guessed on that one. Cahill tried. It looked like he was going to foul him, and then his feet slipped, and he went to the ground. And I don't think there was any contact at all.
Boy, oh boy, Phil Neal, just hearing the explanation from Paul Cooley. Cahill just picked up 4.
Well, Cooley had to walk all the way from the baseline to the scorer's bench, so at least he had time to think something up and being able to tell Neal.
I think he anticipated something and it didn't happen.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right.
So Pilkington gets 2 free throws as Mead has a chance to extend the lead. It's 5, and now still 5 as he misses the first one. Pilkington's not an outstanding free throw shooter. He's shooting 55% in the playoffs, only 46% for the season. Second shot, good. 44-38 Panthers. 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. Spoor out of the backcourt. Hard pressure from Morris. They're trapping. They're in a trapping zone right now. Cahill cross-courts a pass to Ash. The clock's at 14 seconds. Spoor calls out the play against this zone defense. Trades passes with Eric Buck now. Down to 6 seconds. Somebody's got to do something. There's Ash in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Good! In a 3 to cut the gap to 3 as we come to the end of the third, and we take 60. At the end of 3, the score. Mead 44, Richland 41. Very much. Go ahead and go by there, Jeff. Readjusting our sight lines here. Bomber ball as we start the fourth quarter. Spoor's in front court, left corner to Robertson, who's back in the game now. Now he gets it low to Cahill. Schultz is also back in. Cahill brings it on top to Robertson. He fires a long 3, and it's off the rim. The rebound, Schultz gets it. He lays it up and in. 44-43, Panthers by 1 in front court. Damian Long. Long off in the corner looking for Smith underneath on the block. He's got it to him. Up against Schultz. They come to collapse. He lays it up. It's blocked by Schultz. Tipped out, grabbed by Ash. Here's Richland in front court. And Ash lost the ball. Grabbed it back in the corner to Spoor. He's going to go baseline. Then passes out to Neal. Here comes the triple. Off the rim short. Rebound by Morris for Mead. 7:10 to go. Mead clinging to a 1-point lead. Morris into the corner. It goes to Pilkington. Cross-court pass to Long. Here comes the 3. In! Damian Long with his second 3 of the game. He's got 14 points. And Mead back up by 4, 47-43. Back the other way comes Robertson, finds Damian in the corner. Ash looks low, comes out on top to Spoor, penetrates, shoots from 12. Good! 47-45 Mead. Morris penetrating down the lane and dishing off to Pilkington, and Spoor crashed into him.
Boy, both teams are really playing super basketball. You can tell both these teams are league champs, and they're really executing fine right now, getting the ball to good shooters. Robertson had a 3 and wasn't able to hit it. Long hit his. That's the difference in the spread right now.
47-45 in favor of Mead, and Pilkington to the line for 1 and 1. Well, the Panthers have committed only 14 fouls, so they're a ways away from that. Here's Pilkington, the 1 and 1, and he missed it, and the rebound by Damian Ash of Richland. He clears it to Spoor. Here come the Bombers up the court now. Spoor out on top against Morris, against the little 5'6" guard, dishes into the corner to Robertson. Missed 2 threes in a row. Schultz on top, in and out. The rebound, Ash knocks it loose, and he draws the foul. Boy, Doug Schultz having some words with Phil Neal now. Schultz has missed another outside shot. Phil Neal said, get inside, and he's arguing. Oh, he's arguing with Cahill now.
Yeah, this is the side of Schultz that I don't think Coach Neal likes. He likes to be able to just get him to settle down. Players like to be emotional, but you got to do it with a purpose. And right now he's kind of frustrated. Maybe this free throws will give him a chance to settle down.
Here's Damian Long with a 1 and 1. He's an 80% free throw shooter. 6:20 to go in the game, and he hits. 48-45 in favor of the Panthers now. They've led the entire second half, except for one instance there where Richland got ahead, but that was it. Long hits them both. 49-44 Mead. Boy, you got to hand it to the Panthers. They've come into a very hostile environment in this regional, into Richland's gym. And the crowd is obviously behind Richland. And they've maintained this lead throughout the second half. Richland in front court. Schultz to Cahill. Corner goes to Robertson, low. It's knocked away from Smith, but Spoor gets it, and he lost it. Long had it, and he lost it, but Morris got it back to Long. He drives, broken up by Ash, and he knocks it out of bounds.
Boy, tremendous defense both sides. A steal by Mead, and then Damian Ash, tremendous hustle to prevent that 3-on-1 fast break.
Eric Buck going to come in for Richland, and Spoor goes out. 5:57 to go. Mead with the ball in a 4-point lead. Here's Pilkington to do the inbounding. He lobs it into Smith. Knocked out of there by Schultz. It's loose. Picked up by Cahill for Richland. Ash to Robertson. Bombers in front court. Neal out on top, guarded by Nacarado. Right wing it goes to Buck. Low to Schultz. He turns. He's hammered by Smith, who picks up his third foul. Non-shooting foul. 5 team fouls against Mead.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Coach Neal wants to see. He wants to see that ball down inside to Schultz on the block. Great things happen when he gets the ball. That forces, maybe he misses, but Cahill's always going to be there for a rebound.
They're mopping up some moisture down below now as Smith hit the deck there. 5:45 to go. The Panthers 49 and the Bombers 45.
Boy, Smith really frustrated. He's having a really difficult time trying to score on Schultz at the other end, and Schultz has really been more effective than he has offensively.
In it comes to Schultz on the block. 10-foot fadeaway. Rolled it in. 2-point game, 49-47. Panthers into the forecourt. Adam Morris with it. On top, left of the lane, it goes to Pilkington. Low to Smith. Smith, it's a jump it up over Schultz. No good, but he drew the blocking foul. Schultz, first foul of the game. That's been a drastic improvement for him. So Jason Smith, who is an excellent free throw shooter, goes to the line for 2. He has 13 points in the game. He's made 3 out of 4 free throws tonight. 5:29 remaining. Mead 49, Richland 47. So Jason Smith, 6'3" and senior, puts it up and in.
Free throws are going to be a big part of this game as it goes down the wire from both sides.
Smith with another one coming. Can give him the 4-point lead back, and he does not. The rebound comes to Schultz. Great job by Eric Buck to tip it loose and keep it alive that time. And Richland in front court. Ash in control. Looks to the corner. He's got it to Robertson. Nacarado up on him. Ash a 3. Good in and out. Rebound Schultz. Comes up firing. Good, and he's fouled by Smith. 4th foul on Jason Smith. And Castaneda will come in with 5:13 to go to replace Jason Smith. And Mead will call for timeout. A 30-second break. 5:13 to go. And the score now. Mead 50. Richland 49. Okay. Okay. Here it's 50-49 in favor of Mead, but Doug Schultz will have a free throw coming. Boy, this game is just unbelievable, Don.
Really has. It's a big play right here. Jason Smith going out of the game. Doug, he's really had a tremendous impact defensively trying to guard Schultz, and offensively they've been going to him quite a bit. Will be interesting to see what Mead tries to do offensively, and can the substitute for Mead guard Schultz, who's really on fire now offensively.
So here's Schultz with a free throw and a chance to tie the game. Schultz with 17 points in the game. All right, ready. Here's the shot. Good. 50-50. 5:13 remaining. Full court zone press. Morris dribbles ahead of it. Gives it to Pilkington. Nice pass to Castaneda, who lays it in, and Mead leads again. And the Bombers just cannot seem to stay on top of things. Mead back in front. Robertson into the forecourt. Robertson finds Buck breaking out. Look flow. Got it to Schultz. Long saved it. He made a nice steal and saved it from going out of bounds. And then he's fouled. Is Pilkington by Schultz. Schultz picks up number 2.
Yeah, it was tremendous defense by Mead. Schultz was open on the block. They just waited a little bit too long to get the ball to him. Mead team was able to react to it and really defensively come over and rotate and get a hand on the entry pass.
So here's Pilkington, who's made 2 of 4 from the line. He missed there a moment ago. 52-50 Mead leads with 4:49 remaining in the ball game. Loser is out. The winner plays tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. Okay. No, it's good on the first one. And Pilkington has another one coming, gives the Panthers a 3-point lead again. Up with the shot. Good. Pilkington makes it 54-50 in favor of Mead. Bombers out of the backcourt. Robertson with it out on top. Got it by Nakarado, who's done a good job on him. Pass to the wing goes to Buck. On top to Cahill. He drives to the hole, then dishes to Schultz. Schultz got it underneath, put it up, but before that happened, he's fouled by Damian Long.
Nice job that time by Richland of getting the ball to Schultz, having some patience, getting a good angle for the pass and getting it into him.
So Schultz will go to the line as Mead is over the limit now. 54-50 Panthers. Schultz has hit 4 out of 5 free throws tonight. He has 18 points in the game. There's the shot. Bounces off, no good, and the rebound cleared by the Panthers. Castaneda. Up it comes to Morris. Morris going to drive the lane, shoot from 13, and nail it! 56-50. Mead back up by 6 as they continue to keep the Bombers at bay. Here's Robertson to Ash on the wing left side. On top to Buck. He finds a 3 from the top. Good. Boy, he's playing his best tonight. I'll tell you, that's 4 threes for Eric Buck that's kept him in the ball game. 4:04 left. Mead has a 3-point lead. Pass to the wing, and now low it goes. Castaneda working on Schultz. Puts it up over him, and no good. The rebound ripped out of there by Robertson. He lost it to Long, and he lost the dribble out of bounds to Long. Richland ball, 3:55 to go.
Boy, Neil Robertson, smallest player on the court other than Morris, really went up and got great position on that rebound.
Buck to inbound against full court pressure. Gets it into Ash. And Damien will bring it up. They're just kind of picking him up. It's not that much forced pressure. Ash into the forecourt with 3:48 to go. Into the corner. Robertson's open for the 3. Good. Just like that, the game is tied again. 6 straight for Richland on back-to-back threes by Buck and Robertson. Morrison in the forecourt. Morris looking low to Castaneda. Comes on top to Pilkington. Shakes free from Ash. Goes down the lane. Pull-up jump shot. No good. Got his own board. He reloads, pump fakes, and gets hammered and makes the shot. Schultz just slapped at him and just picked up his 3rd foul.
Boy, what a tremendous shot by Pilkington. I think he was just trying to put that up because he didn't think he was going to be able to do anything else with it, and it actually went in.
Donovan comes back in the game now for Mead. Nakarado is out. So Pilkington has had a heck of a second half. 12 points in the second half, now 13 in the second half, 17 in the game. And again, Mead leads by 3 with 3:25 to go. Ash out of the backcourt. Damien around the right wing, on top to Robertson. Neal against Donovan. Takes him into the lane. He's double teamed, tried to force it up, and he got fouled. It's going to be on Donovan for pushing. 1-1.
Richland again ran a special for Robertson. This time they ran it to the top of the key off a double screen, and they fought it through good, but he took the ball off the dribble and drew the foul. This is definitely one person you want at the line for Richland. He's a tremendous pressure free throw shooter.
85% on the year. Has 12 points in the game. His first chance from the line. His only scores have come from 3-point baskets. Bombers down 3 with 3:12 to go. Shot, good.
Boy, Richland just can't quite get over the hump. Every time they tie this game up or get it close, Mead comes back and answers with some kind of offense at the other end. They've got to find a way to get a defensive stop.
3:12 to go, and Jason Smith with 4 fouls comes back into the Mead lineup. Robertson's second free throw, in. 59-58 Mead. Here's Adam Morris out of the backcourt, guarded by Buck. He drives on Buck. Now he's still got the dribble going, brings it out front, gives to Donovan. Looks right wing, comes to the left with the dribble. Now he's used up the dribble. Finds Long at the high post. Damien drive, puts it up on the move and missed it. Rebound. Ash got it, lost it, got it back. Ash clears it to Buck. Richland down 1 with 2:48 to go, and they have the ball to the Bombers. Buck, right wing. Damien 3. Bang! Richland takes the lead. 61-59 Bombers. 2:34 to play. Out of the backcourt comes Morris. Richland has reined in the threes here in the second half. Jason Smith fakes the shot, drives on Schultz, and was blocked by Schultz, who fouled him. That's 4. He can't put that hand down on him.
No, really can't. They've tried to, Mead ran a set play there to get the ball to the corner of the elbow right there, corner of the key to Jason Smith, and tremendous job taking it to the basket. And Richland shouldn't have fouled him there, but he's tough to guard.
Schultz has 4 fouls, and they have all come in this fourth quarter. So here's Jason Smith, who's 4 out of 6 from the line, 80% on the year. Good. That makes it 61-60, Richland by 1. Another one coming. 5,000 looking on at Daywall. Kamayak and Pasco after this one. The shot. Good. And it's tied at 61. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Here comes Ash into the forecourt. Ash finds Robertson breaking out to the wing. Nearly walked with that ball. On top it comes to Buck. Fakes the 3. Can't get it up over Morris. Left wing to Damian. Drives the paint. Dishes. No, it was deflected out of bounds by Jason Smith. 2:07 remaining. 61-61. Oh, boy.
Schultz really wants the ball in the block.
Pilkington is on Schultz now. They got doubling down on him. Pilkington in front, Smith in back. Pass coming from the left corner. Buck gets it in. Nearly lost it. Robertson is right in front of us between players. Made a bounce pass that was knocked out of bounds at the Richland bench. Boy, Mead is applying tremendous pressure.
They really are. That was really scary.
Robertson inbound again. He lobs it way into the backcourt. Damian Ash goes and gets it. He's by Damian Long. Ash up court. 1:58 to go. Left corner. Robertson for 3. Good! 64-61. Richland by 3. 1:45 to go. Morris on the drive. The shot. In and out. The rebound. Buck got it for Richland. Here's Robertson. 1:37 left. Robertson works his way into the front court against Donovan. 1:31 to go. Richland by 3. Corner to Damian. Doesn't give it low to Cahill. Brings it back out on top with Long on him. Out front between the circles to Schultz as Richland goes to delay set.
It appears to be. They got Schultz way out front.
And Robertson is fouled. If I was Mead, I'd have fouled somebody else with 1:18 to go. Mead has 1 timeout remaining. Donovan leaves. Nacarado comes in. And Robertson will go to the line for 1.
Boy, Robertson, what a tremendous fourth quarter he's had.
He's got 2 threes and 2 free throws in the fourth quarter so far. Buck and Ash have both responded with 3-pointers. 1:18 left. The shot. Good. Richland by 4. Another one comes for Robertson now. Neal ready. It's up. It is good. 1:18 remaining at 66-61 Richland. Panthers in the front court. Morris looking corner. Can't get it to Long. He's fronted by Robertson. Goes the other way. High post to Smith. On the drive. He puts it up and lost it, but he's going to call a foul on Cahill. And he's gone. Cahill fouls out with 1:06 remaining. He fouls out with 3 points.
Yeah, the referee's calling him for a foul on the arm, and he never even hit him on the arm. There was contact on the body, and the referee blew his whistle again and tried to create some kind of a foul out of it.
You know, it almost looked like he lost it on the way up.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So here comes Cahill. He finishes with 3 points, a ton of rebounds, and a lot of gratitude from the fans. Coleman will come in to replace him. 1:06 to go in the game. Richland's leading Mead 66-61.
Richland's done a tremendous job. They put themselves in a position to win this basketball game. Mead's only chances are now they've got to make these free throws. They got to press, see if they can't get Richland to cough something up on a turnover. If not, they're going to foul and see if they can make free throws. So Richland's in charge of their own destiny right now.
Jason Smith has made 6 free throws in 8 attempts. He's got 16 points in the game. Here's the 1-and-1. Jason, 2 shots. He made it anyway. Doesn't matter. 66-62. 1:06 remaining. All right. Jason Smith, the 6'3" senior, ready. He puts it up. In. It rolled around and fell through. And the ball got away underneath, so they're going to respot it. Full court pressure by the Panthers. 66-63. Richland leads. In it comes to Robertson. And let's see if they just clear out. But Mead's in his own press. They knock it loose. Stolen by Nacarado. He makes a lay-in. It's a one-point game with 55 seconds to go. Buck in the backcourt. He gets it to Robertson, and he's fouled by Nacarado.
Well, a tremendous steal by Mead. They went full court man and double-teamed Roberts on the backside. The bad news is they fouled Robertson. He gets a chance to redeem himself, and he's been really good at the line so far.
He has 19 points in the game. He has 10 in this fourth quarter. 53 seconds left. Richland 66, Mead 65, and Neil Robertson with a 1-and-1. The shot. Yes. (67-65). Richland. Robertson with another one. Good. They can still tie with a three-pointer, but there's plenty of time. Adam Morris bringing it up. 50 seconds to go, and somebody sees it. Morris to the right wing. It goes to Nacarado. Got it by Robertson. Once Long. Got him out front. Picked up by Buck. Long to the wing. Jumps the pass inside to Jason Smith. He turns. He horses it up and in. It's a one-point game again with 35 seconds to go. Ash gets it into Buck. Buck to Ash, to Robertson. 30 seconds. They got to get it over the timeline. Ash throws it in the front court to Buck. Into the corner to Schultz. I'd foul Schultz as the guy. I'd foul, but Smith can't. He's got 4 out front to Ash. Ash looks the pass to Buck, and now to Robertson. 18 seconds out. Again, they fouled the wrong guy. Holy cow, I cannot believe it. Nobody's infallible, but I would take my chances with somebody other than Robertson. Robertson will go to the line, but first with 18 seconds to go, we got a timeout. A 30-second break with the score. Richland 68, Mead 67. Okay, that's the last timeout for Mead. Richland has 1 remaining, and Neil Robertson has made 6 of 6 free throws, 85% on the year, but these are crucial. If you're Mead now, do you run a three-point play if he hits this, or you try to come down and get a quick 2?
I think you're going to have to come down and try and take a look at the three-point shot if it's there. I'm sure they've designed something up for that. If not, they'll probably go inside to Jason Smith strong and go. I don't understand why Mead wasted so long to foul, and then when they chose to foul, you're exactly right, they chose Robertson.
Well, let's see if he can convert here. He has 21 points in the game, and he has 12 in this fourth quarter. Here is the shot. Nothing but the bottom. It's a 2-point game. 18 seconds remaining, and Phil Neal's going to take his rebounders out of there now. Looks like they'll go into some kind of pressure if he makes this free throw. Robertson up. Good. Okay, Morris in the backcourt. It's got to have to be a three-pointer. 70-67 Richland. Morris in the front court looking for Long. He's got it by Ash. Long gets it against Ash. He forces it up. It is no good. Coleman rebounds with 5 seconds. He's fouled with 4, and it looks like Richland may live to play another day.
That was just tremendous defense by Richland. Damian Long had nowhere to go. Desperation, he tried to jump into the Richland defender and try and draw the foul. There was no foul. He just put up a shot, couldn't hit it. Great rebound by Coleman. He makes this. If the Miracle has no chance. If he misses this, they got a chance to throw one from somewhere and maybe hit it.
I even saw some Kamayakan people clapping. Didn't see any Pasco people clapping, but I saw some Kamayakan ones. Here's Coleman's shot. In and out, and it stays out. They get it. They can shoot a 3. Pilkington from 60. Off the back rim at the buzzer. Richland wins. There will be a 5th quarter tonight following this game here in a couple of minutes, but boy, oh boy, what a game, Don. I'm telling you, the Mead Panthers are one hell of a team.
Yeah, that was a tremendous game. I know a lot of people thought that was going to be for the championship game tomorrow night. What a tremendous, entertaining game. Richland just showed a tremendous amount of character and determination. Eric Buck, what a bunch of big threes he had in fueling Richland's comeback. Then Neil Robertson, tremendously strong down the stretch with pressure free throws. Showed solid game after the first quarter. Did a great job. Just a tremendous win by Richland.
Neil Robertson hit 8 of 8 from the line in the fourth quarter. He hit for 14 fourth quarter points. Richland will play tomorrow at 12:30, and they could play here. If they play Pasco, it would be here. If they play Kamiakin, it would be in Pasco. And we'll be back to wrap it up after the 60-second timeout. The final score, Richland 70, Mead 67. Has beaten Mead in one tremendous game. Let's take a look at some of the final numbers. But first, Don, you got to wonder if there's anything left for tomorrow.
Oh, wow, that was a tremendous basketball game. It's hard to believe that we're going to sit here and watch 2 more games. They're going to put people to stay. This is a tremendous basketball game by Richland, and it was really fueled, I think, by what got them to where they are, the league championship, and that's defense. They were really cold at the start of the first quarter. They came out and just applied tremendous defense and got themselves back in the game, and just were relentless the whole game.
Okay, here's the final numbers. Jason Smith in his final game as a Mead Panther led him with 20. Jeff Pilkington was 17. Damian Long, who's just a junior, had 16. 6 for Adam Morris. 4 points for Ralph Castaneda and 4 for Rich Nacarado. And Richland was led by the 23 points of Neil Robertson. He scored 14 of them in the fourth quarter. And, of course, as we mentioned, 8 for 8 from the foul line in the fourth quarter. And Doug Schultz had 18 points, 14 points for Eric Buck off the bench. Damian Ash had 8. Jeff Cahill had 3. John Spohr and Andrew Coleman had 2 apiece. But really, it was the defense, but it was also the three-point shooting in that fourth quarter, Don.
Oh, really, really incredible. Buck hit a big one there when it looked like Mead was maybe going to pull away, and then Robertson a couple clutch threes when we had to have them. Just tremendous shooting and just great guard play and just a tremendous basketball game. You got to give a lot of credit to Richland, and Coach Neal used those 2 timeouts in the first quarter to get his team settled down. Doug Schultz got a little bit emotional, got himself settled down, played a great basketball game, and they deserved to win it, and I'm glad they won it, and they're going to have a great game tomorrow.
Okay, and we're going to be back with the fifth quarter coming up in about 2 minutes, so stay with us. Once again, the final score, and of course, Pasco and Kamiakin up next, and that's a winner-to-state game. But the final score in this one, Richland 70, Mead 67. And back here at Art Daywell, Jim, Frank Murray, and with us, Phil Neal. The Bombers have won 70-67. I tell you, Phil, that you played a tremendous team tonight.
Well, Mead's a very talented basketball team, and I can see why everyone said, in the Greater Spokane League, they have the most talent, and no wonder that they're the #1 seed. We played really well, especially by being down 10 points. We didn't look very good. Our kids never give up. That's one thing about them, and they hung in there and got a really big victory tonight.
I think not only when you were down 10-0 early, but when you just couldn't seem to get over the hump, your defense seemed to carry you.
Well, at one time, I think they must have went 7.5 or 8 minutes without scoring, and that got us back in the ball game. But our defense has always been the mainstay for us, all year long. And these kids hung, and our shots weren't falling, and finally, we got some offensive rhythm and timing to what we were trying to do out there, and finally got going that way, too.
And the timing, it seemed to help your guys in the fourth quarter get in rhythm for those three-point shots, because really, that's really what turned the tide.
Well, that was the whole key, and again, I want to say rhythm and timing to our offense. Finally, we got into some flow and felt comfortable with what we were trying to do on the floor, and once we did that, we were into our game, and we play really well when we get into rhythm on offense.
As far as they had a heck of an advantage on the boards in the first half. You had to sit Jeff Cahill there early in that second quarter because of 3 fouls he had. That seemed to be a big key as far as a lot of their second, third shots.
Well, Jeff Cahill is an exceptional scrapper. He's probably the greatest garbage player that I've ever coached. And when the ball goes up, he somewhere is always around the ball, and that's one thing that we know that, and we always expect him to be somewhere where the ball's at. I thought Andrew Coleman, though, came in and did a really good job of filling in, especially for a sophomore.
And, of course, what can you say about Neil Robertson? He had 14 points in the fourth quarter, key threes along with Damian Ash and Eric Buck, and then 8 for 8 from the line.
Well, Neil really struggled throughout most of the game. I think what got him off, we ran him off the pick, and had him for a lay-in early, missed it, and he seemed to kind of struggle, from the start into there. But once he got started there in the fourth quarter, especially a couple threes, he really got on, and of course he made a bunch of big foul shots for us too, which were real important in the end of the ball game.
Well, I'd like to say great job. You're going to state, but it's not that way yet. You still got 2 tough games in order to get there.
Well, really, we're not even looking past the first one, because when we look at, we have to play the loser of this game here, either Kamiakin or Pasco. You're looking at 2 very talented teams, 2 very good teams. Whoever we play, it's going to be a real, tough game for us. We know that.
I want to go back to one point in that game in the second half. Things were not really looking good always, as you know. Doug got a little frustrated out there. He was taking some outside shots. You wanted him to go inside, which seemed to prove real key for you there.
Well, I think one of his teammates got after him a little bit, and he really, after I mentioned to him to kind of get inside, he was not real happy. And then one of his own teammates kind of got on him and told him to get underneath. And once we got him to where he got down there, he got them in a lot of foul trouble, got them where they had to sit at one of their best ball players, and he also hurt him because he went to the foul line, either that or scored.
Okay. Well, Phil, congratulations, and just a tremendous game and a tremendous heart your team showed tonight.
Well, our kids have done that all year long, and I'm really proud of them. We've had really a great season, and we just like to continue on tomorrow and play really well also.
And, of course, a couple of things we still must note. You brought out the old clown warm-ups again. They did the trick, and you sat on the side of the bench that you guys have never sat on before.
Well, we've never done that before. Sat on, of course, on the visitor side, but we were the guests. We got ourselves into this situation. It's the kids that wanted to bring out the stripes, and they brought them out, and they thought that the timing was right, and I guess it was, because we need a little luck tonight to win one.
Okay, thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thanks, Frank.
Neil Robertson will be our guest when we come back. Let's take a 60-second break. The final score, Richland 70 and Mead 67. One over there as well. We've got Kamiakin and Pasco boys coming up, and we're going to be talking with Neil Robertson as soon as we can get him out here. And here he comes running over here right now. Thank you, Coach Crawford, as we'll sit him down as Neil tonight. 5 for 11 overall. He hit 5 of 10 from the three-point line, 8 for 8 on the free throws, and of course down the stretch he had 8 for 8 on the free throws. So 70-67 Richland wins, and here's Neil Robertson right now. Come on in here, Neil, and have a seat, and just go ahead and throw it down there, and flip the headphones on here. I guess, first of all, congratulations in order, and boy, oh boy, you guys, you had your backs against the wall, and you were playing a real good team tonight, a team you hadn't played this year.
Well, we didn't come out with a lot of intensity at the beginning. We came out a lot sluggish, so we had to bring out more intensity in the second quarter.
Coach Neal was mentioning that perhaps the offensive flow wasn't there for a long time until that fourth quarter.
We had lost a lot of confidence in our last couple games against Kamiakin and Rogers, but this game brought our confidence back. We started hitting our shots, and we were tense in the Rogers games, but we relaxed in this game.
The underlying thing seems to be, though, that your defense kept you in the game when things weren't going so well.
When we were down 10-0, we weren't playing defense. We weren't getting out and running. We weren't stealing the ball, and we weren't getting in front of the guys. But as soon as our shot got down, then our defense came up too.
That fourth quarter there, nobody seems to know why, but they kept fouling you.
I guess they don't know who I am.
They do now.
Yeah.
Okay, and this isn't the end of the line, of course. You got to still win 2 more games to get to states, and maybe this isn't the toughest game you're going to play, but it was plenty tough.
Probably one of our biggest games, but these 2 teams playing right now, Pasco and Kamiakin, it's going to be a tough game, and we're just going to see who wins and come out and play with a lot of intensity tomorrow.
Okay, well, we wish you luck, and congratulations on a great game. All right, Neil Robertson, our guest here on the fifth quarter show, and that's going to wrap it up until after the next game, so stay with us. Thanks very much.
It's that.
23, yeah. 23 for Neil tonight, and as we mentioned, 8 for 8 from the line in the fourth quarter. And our final numbers here, let's go over those. Neither team shot the ball real well. There was some great defense out there. Richland shot 39%, and So Richland shoots 39%. Mead shoots 33%. The Bombers put up 26 three-point attempts, made 11. Mead made 2 of 8. The rebounds, Mead had the edge 44-36, but remember they had a 10 rebound edge in the first half, so the Bombers won the first half. Turnovers, 15 for Richland. Mead had 13. And individually rebounding, Jason Smith, he had 20 points in the game, and he had